Hello everyone and welcome to the pre-show. 'Tis a fun time to be here. I've been away from Freedonia for uh quite a while. A couple weeks at least, and I'm finally making my return a little bit. It's been there's for some people who have been following, there's been an astronomical amount going on in the last, well, like 7, 8 weeks now. Oh my god. It's it's nuts. I don't I don't really know what to there's a lot to talk about. I'm not sure how much I want to spend the pre-show talking about all the important stuff. Let's see if anybody shows up. We got Otis in the chat. Should be a fun one. Uh what I can talk about right now is this thing right here that you're looking at. This giant circle that I for the life of me couldn't build right, so I'm gonna um deforest the area and flatten it first, and then hopefully be able to use like lines to help me get it right. But in order to do that, I got to start by tearing this whole area down, which is gonna take quite a while. My problem is, for some reason, I just cannot get these circles right, and I couldn't find anybody willing to do it for me, even with a handsome amount of diamonds. So I'm gonna have to do a very methodical manner by going and placing guidelines like every X many blocks, so I constantly have reference points as to how things are supposed to go. Other than that, this is gonna be a a nightmare to get right, though. I think. Um, but I think doing it in this manner is going to help tremendously. So a lot of you might be asking why on earth I am, you know, why on earth I might be building a giant stone circle. Part of it, for people who don't know, with Moon, I am taking a break from Moon, at least as of right now, because it's too much. It's just too much for me to deal with right now. So I'm working on another project. One right here. I am going to be building a not to scale model, because the real thing's like 8 miles and it's huge, but like stupidly huge. But I'm going to be building a big a miniaturized version of the Stonehenge from Ace Combat, which is gonna be interesting for sure. Actually not too much work, but I'm gonna phrase that. Actually not too bad, not compared to like something like Moon, but it is gonna be a nice side project to kind of cool off on. I think I needed to. I'm doing this episode as a lot to go on. Hi Ty. Pixel is here. This is gonna be good. So this is currently pre-show right now. The stream, it's supposed to start at 7:30, but it might start it a bit early so I can just get into things. But uh, I'm building Stonehenge. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it's a break from Moon, which is what I need right now. Plus, I'm building with completely different materials, all stone, no wood. I don't know. And this isn't actually that far from Project Moon. The thing is, though, like, you can already see all the deforesting I've done so far, which I always forget how long it takes to deforest things. Like, it's such a long process, and not even mentioning after that, I'm gonna have to tear down this whole chunk of land. It's gonna be interesting. Your PC motherboard and CPU fix themselves. That is very good to hear. That is amazing to hear. Um, but one thing I was saying was I'm. It's good for me to come back and do this sort of stream or whatever, because I need that like restart and motivation of to get back into the server, because I was on the verge of like almost canceling the season, which I do not want to do. So, I'm here, and hopefully after this thing, I will be, getting back into the swing of things. Not to mention I have, a lot more free time than I did before even. But I'll be talking a lot about that once the stream actually starts, or once I actually hop in game and get to work. God, so much to do. Time is that? 7:16. I think I might start hopping in game. It is quite a bit early, but I don't see a reason I can't. I'm just gonna yank this over here, and oh Jesus, let's get into it. So yeah, Project Moon is actually right over here. It's right next to it. Last time I was doing this, the lag was a nightmare, and I don't know if it's gotten any better. Hopefully it has a little bit. It definitely looks like some of the trees are finally starting to decay, which is good news. But now that we are here, it is a fun time to start getting into the meat of my discussion, of which I have a lot to talk about. And we're going to start with what the heck's been happening for the last 7-8 weeks, because the last 7-8 weeks have been some of the roughest in my life for a number of reasons. And a lot of it people here already know about to an extent, such as the bed bugs. For those of you who are unaware, I was in this long running fight against bed bugs in our home. On the 2nd or 3rd of February, it was so bad that we literally just had to, leave. Like we were staying in hotels and a bunch of things, just because stuff had gotten so bad. It was not ideal in the slightest, but we didn't have many options at the time. So, we finally got... Basically, it was just drama and drama and drama and drama, and it ran on for 3 weeks. Non-stop for a million different things, but, you gotta live with it. So, that finally, we thought we finally had it under control. Turns out, nope. Turns out not. So, we were then... Basically, we've left and gotten to a new house. We've moved, and that was just before, Corona started, which has been interesting to say the least. Corona it's funny because it was like, it's got like right now, Corona is the least of my problems. Like, I mean, there's so much we're dealing with. We don't even have a car right now. I might as well gather up all this wood and resources while I'm doing this, I think. Iron Reef does exist, but it's good to have resources on hand. So we're finally in a new house. I don't have a desk right now, so I'm sitting on the floor, just playing and streaming. That's how I've been doing this for a while now. Boris Johnson and Prince Charles, oh no. That is not good. It's actually really bad. But yeah, none of my... As far as I'm concerned, and I just learned that, not only that, but my mother's fiance was a real hurdle for us in the whole bedbug thing, so eventually we just made the hard decision to let him go, and that's... He's very, I don't know, I don't want to talk about it too much, but it was hard for everyone. But his family was giving us so much crap. it was just so much crap all around, and our landlord's been giving us so much crap. But things are thankfully, if not getting better, at least on hold. My mother was getting sued for like 12 grand, but I don't know if that's actually going to pan out. I don't think it will. But there was this whole drama about her fiance and my landlord anyway. But, what else? So yeah, we're finally in a new place, and we had to leave a lot of what we had behind, but, you know, we got a new home, and it's actually a lot nicer, and it's the same square footage, but the house itself is actually a lot nicer. And we've pretty much spent this time just hunkered down, getting our bearings, because it's just been so nuts. Not a lot of going out. My school is completely shut down. My state is basically in lockdown. Everything except grocery stores and gas stations are closed. If you just play music, I'm just playing music because I wanted to put it in the background. I thought it'd make the streams more interesting. I put together a little acoustic playlist that's also going to have a lot of Minecraft Volume Alpha popping up next. Here we go. No, I know I have a history of not playing music, but I know it can help on my... I get the feeling me blabbing for hours on end is not... Figured I'd give people something. I don't know. Can't see anything. Okay, so yeah, my school is completely shut down. If not for the year, at least for the rest of this semester. The buildings are they were open to staff and faculty, but now they're just completely shut down. All classes have had to move online, which for one of my classes was pretty easy, but for the other one was just a lot more complicated because of the nature of the class. I am Motor City FurCon, which was a furry convention over in Detroit, got canceled that I was signed up to go for. We were also going to be going into a trip in a trip to Canada with my historical geology class, which also got canceled. I'm over it, but it's like horrifying seeing the world shut down. It started out with just my life being a mess, but then like just collapsing, which is partly why I've been gone. Which actually happened right when I was getting demoted. It was funny, but no, everything is just it's like my life was shit, and then the world went to shit. So, but at the same time, I get to relax a little bit. I don't know. It's strange. I have torches. I need those. So I have been sick to death of the server, sick to death of the lag, and sick to death of Project Moon. But I figured what I needed was a fresh project to be able to sink my teeth into, and so far it's been, well, completely frustrating with that. It's been completely frustrating with circles, but other than that, it's been almost relaxing, not having to worry about Moon. What happened to the lag? The lag just really ramped up. Okay, that's not working. Not that it usually does. The TPS is definitely not 20. Yeah, no, Corona has been... It's interesting. I think my mother said was, right before it really got bad, she was like, "This is going to be one of those things that defines your generation." I'm like, "Oh boy." Um. So yeah, California decided to shut down state testing or standardized testing, which grading those is what my mother does for a living. So neither of us currently have jobs. Which means we're living off reserves. However, I mean, I got my student refunds, and tax things, so we're fine. But it's a little bit scary. What happened to this lag? It just dropped up so much. But hopefully, my idea is that I don't know how many more live streams I'm going to be doing on the server. I feel like it's a good way to unwind and be able to work on something big like this. What happened to the server? That's some fancy dancy lag. Like, that is some fancy dancy lag. I don't even... Placing down a beacon would help. Placing down a beacon would help. Placing down a beacon might help. There's 5 people watching the stream. Placing down a beacon would help. Well, not at this point, because it's... I know it might. Black lag is something I've gotten way too intimately familiar with. Anybody who plays the server will get way too intimately familiar with black lag. You have an FPS reducer and an animated chunk generator? I don't have an animated chunk generator, but I have Optifine. Pixel, you know what mods I play with. Yeah, that's probably right. I'm probably going to be getting a beacon in a bit, because that would dramatically help this. I should have enough iron for one. Gotta see if I have the obsidian and glass. Or I might just have a beacon sitting at my vault, I don't know yet. Ah! Make it stop! Make it stop! Oh, thank God. It's like a nightmare. I need to... Oh, I don't have any euros. There's not much point in having that out then. I need to work on repairing my bow anyway. It's starting to get down there. So almost all of this is just taken out. This isn't. I can take this out right here. So yeah, probably after I take out this tree, I'm going to go see if I have a beacon readily available. I might just have one sitting in my base or in my vault. I don't know yet. I haven't exactly been there in a minute. I can go look right now. Alright, that's not there anymore. I have this. I forgot. Come on. Am I out? Cool. Oh yeah, I have a beacon right here. That's good to know. I need a pickaxe. The only reason I don't set up beacons more on the server is because, yeah, they're great while you have them there. Do I have mod again yet, Pixel? No, I don't. But being mod is not one of my... being re-promoted is not a priority of mine at this moment in time. It might be soon, or hopefully working towards it again, but it's not a priority of mine. I'm pretty content with taking a break from being a staff member before I try and get all excited about trying to be re-promoted. I'm gonna enjoy this, and I've also greatly needed this time away because not having this responsibility has given me a chance to step back for the first time in like 3 years. Haruto is back. Haruto is back. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta find Haruto. I miss him. I haven't talked to him since the Psycho episode, I think, from last year. And see, this is why I don't like beacons. Because they take that long to break. Tearing down beacons, I feel like, can almost sometimes completely outweigh the benefit of having them. It's just gonna be way too painful. I don't remember how much iron this uses, but I know it's about 3 stacks. Maybe 3.5, so I'll take another half just in case. Alright, let's go back home. Yeah, there's still so much to do here. So hopefully you just put it like right here-ish? Yeah, this is perfect. Actually, this is perfect. I mean, when you said that we can use craftbook bridges, that does also sound helpful, but that's way too much effort for me to learn something like that right now. Not something I understand at the moment, and not something I feel like it's worth learning right now. I'll tear it down. Plus, this is going to be a long-term, not a long-term, but this is, going to take some time. Let's see. 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. I forget how big these have to be. So Scar, why are you currently deforesting? Because I'm making a giant copy of Stonehenge from Ace Combat, or a much smaller version of the real thing. But it's basically a giant it was a giant railgun facility, like huge, that was designed to shoot down asteroids, but then became an anti-aircraft weapon. This is what it... I'm trying to find some of the Ace Combat... Bless me, some of the Ace Combat 7 shots of it, because it gives some much better views. Now, this is obviously not going to be to scale, most likely. Here's a good picture of it. And these are what the guns look like, because they shoot like, I don't know, like 8 or 16 times the speed of sound. Something ridiculous. And they're 120 centimeter shells. Horrifying on let me see. 3, 5, 9, 11. So these need to be 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not too big. Oh no, Raph. I might build that Stonehenge too, because Stonehenge is actually, when it comes to ancient constructions in the world, Stonehenge is probably my favorite. That's also because I adore astronomy and I'm a little biased against it. Like heavily biased. I love Stonehenge, and I love the other Stonehenge too. The one I'm building. Maybe I'll build a little Stonehenge somewhere out here in the desert. That's our equivalent to the real life Stonehenge. I'm gonna go through so many shovels building this, or digging this rather. I forget how much. I hope this is gonna be enough. I forget how much materials these take, my god. That's ridiculous. Look, there's a stack of iron. Automatically gone. And look, there you go. It is wider than it needs to be. Way to go, me. Means I might as well tear this down. I was unbelievable. I don't know why. Yesterday I was just so unbelievably frustrated with the lag, like way more than normal. It was just really getting to me. You gotta find ways to counteract it. You could perhaps help you with that deforesting right now. I'm preparing for sleep. I don't need help with deforesting. I need help with this circle. That's what I need help with, and I am willing to pay absorbent amounts of diamonds for help with it. Like, we're talking how many diamond blocks? My original base point, which I was willing to go way higher from, was 16 diamond blocks for the job. I can get anybody to help me out with it, because like, trust me, like, I built all this, and none of this is right. Apparently, it's just getting those, and I felt so unbelievably confident with it. I don't know how on earth it just managed to completely just not, like, it was off, and I don't understand how. But it's like, alrighty, I guess. So that goes one there. So this needs to go one more over here. At some point, if I don't have any lying around, which I don't think I do, I'm going to have to go to my big XP farm that I also forgot existed. And I'm going to start making a bunch of shovels, although definitely not with this kind of lag going on. Yep, I think that was right. Except, you know, of course, these. Never got past my creative world. I once made an underwater base that was pretty much a fancy glass dome. Oh my god. There is nothing that, for me, that screams old school Minecraft than a big underwater dome. That is just how you built bases back in. That's what I always did. Is I'm like, I'm gonna build underwater, and of course it's gonna be a glass dome. It was never any other shape. It was just always got to be a glass dome. Couldn't be anything else. Man, was it entertaining. I gotta wait for the beacon to catch up and realize that it's, you know, gotta power here. There we go. Haste. Haste 2. Not that Haste 2 is going to do much in the grand scheme of things, because the cooldown on it is ridiculously slow with the TPS. It's just, circles are terrible and terrible thing. One block off and it ruins the entire thing. Thank you, Raph. Thank you, Raph. See, the thing is, I'm having troubles with this. Can you imagine what this was like? This is Project Moon. Here's Stonehenge. Stonehenge is only a diameter of 300. It is quite literally half the size of Project Moon in terms of diameter. A lot of wood. I didn't realize how much wood I was actually breaking. That's a lot of wood. And that's not making my day any easier. The worst part is going to have to be waiting for everything to just, you know, despawn. Or all the leaves to just decay. It's going to take forever. On the bright side, I'm getting a good supply of apples. Wow, a lot of apples. I swear to God, back in the day, apples used to be a... If you ever had to circle that big, I'd die inside. I swear to God, apples used to be way easier to get. Like, way easier. For some reason, they seem so hard to get these days. How you managed it is beyond... Well, the answer is I didn't manage it. Mr. Fudgy and Taidefu managed it. I think I built one correctly, and it was one of the smaller ones. It was not easy. I don't know. I need help with this circle. And I'm willing to pay for it. Pixel, can you do circles or no? I don't think I asked you. And I don't want to have to go running after him Taidefu again just yet. If he's still even playing Freedonia. I don't even want to deal with circles. I don't know why. It's like I'm just like I want to build Stonehenge, and then I realized, oh god damn, it's a giant circle. Hey Raph, are you good at building circles at all, or no? Is anybody here good at building circles? Because I could really use some help with it. Or it's just, I can do it, but it's going to be a long process and an aggravating one. Considering right after that I have about 500,000 stone to fill in. Or maybe not that much. That's what World Edit was telling me, but that was also doing a sphere, not a cylinder. Is that even working? Like, at all? It's good to hear Haruto's back, though. Like, I've really gotten to get in contact with him. He was a bit of a friend and a amazing neighbor down here. He's the guy behind Psycho. And I need him to restock his glowstone shops. The hard part is this map is so deceiving when all these trees that are here just haven't decayed. I'm literally gonna have to AFK here and just wait for everything to decay. Interesting having 6 people watch the stream. Maybe I should stop doing my late night streams. Or he's probably asleep when I try to stream then. Not everybody stays up all night like I do. If I was crazy enough, I would say I'm not ending this stream until I deforest this entire area, but I think that's a little insane. So, probably won't be doing that. Am I getting any haste? Am I just missing it? Because I'm not reading any. I mean, it's probably more than anything just the lag, but it still is like, come on. Welcome back, Pixel. So much forest to undo. It's just... Oh my god. I don't even want to think about flattening this place. It'd be a lot better once all the trees and foliage are gone, but it's just... so much. Just keep chopping, I guess. I have to think lime for the woodchuck a lot. Because this has been serving me well. And it's still nighttime. What time is that? It's still only like midnight. Oh my god. I don't even want to think about what the TPS is right now. It's gotten really bad, I know that much. So there's no other ones hiding in here? No, there isn't. Okay. Let's just say that my base has 280... Pixel, can you build circles? Can I hire you, please? Can I hire you to make the circle? I will pay you whatever medium you want. That being said, this is a lot bigger than a 180 circle. This is a 300 circle. I don't always ask for so much help, but I just have, for some reason, I just have like some critical weaknesses when it comes to building. I can join for free. His realm, probably. And alrighty. How much wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? So many trees. Like, geez, it's just... There's so many trees. So I am going to be slowing down. Unlike last time, I'm not going to be trying to play catch-up with the Season 3 this time. After this second break, and, you know, literally after I just finished the first one. Or whatever. What I'm going to be doing is just... I think just going on from here on out. And just, like, throwing everything back, rolling everything back. Your sanity and completing my circle, thank you. Hopefully I won't have to be the one to finish it, but if I do, then it's going to be done very methodically once I get this sorted out. Hopefully, But, yeah, I'm probably just going to be delaying this month's Christmas episode till next month, because there's no real reason. I mean, it's been on a way ahead, it's been, like, incredibly early based, and Corona's just thrown a monkey wrench into everything, so I'm happy I left a lot of wiggle room this year when it comes to my schedule. So hopefully I'll start on my... Since, you know, like just doing this is already starting to refill my motivation of why I play this server. Or do YouTube in the first place. I'm gonna need to find some people to record some episodes with, I think, coming up soon. Pixel, if you're available, I wouldn't mind recording with you. That'd be fun. Oh, come on. There's too much wood. Alrighty. Anything else? Nope. Someone's all set to go. See, all this still hasn't even decayed yet. It's taking its sweet time. The part that always makes forests so claustrophobic, especially when it comes to, you know, tearing them down, is all these short level trees that you can't even walk under. I really do appreciate them when it comes to unlocking, and the tall trees when it comes to building an atmosphere, but when it comes to actually tearing down an area, they just make everything feel so much more claustrophobic than it needs to be. Sometimes it is very uncomfortable. Hello, Creeper, and I'm gonna ask how you got up there. Too much forest. Too much forest. Leaves from old trees of the area of the map where Winterthorn is don't decay. Be good to know. And well, Thank God they do decay here. Wait. No, they decay here. They have to decay here. Oh my god. If leaves didn't decay here, I would lose my crap. I mean, they're slow as bollocks because of the lag, but... Oh. They decay. And God. Anna is cool. Yes, Anna is very much cool. Nubulus. Anna is, in my opinion, one of the best admins we've had over the course of my time being here. Mostly because for most of it, she seemed like the only admin we had when I was here. Felix is a good one too. Felix is good boy. Too much. Too much wood. Grind just feels so real. Ow. Minecraft just can be so grindy sometimes. For better or for worse. Come on. There. I want to make a significant jump or significant progress on this. It's lots of work. Man, if I ever get God rank, I think the super pick would be literally the best thing possible. Super pick is worth God rank alone, when I think about it. Especially if you build stuff like I do, where it requires usually a lot of land terraforming or underground digging or, whatever. I gotta keep an eye out for the contests. Alright, let's see. It's still nighttime. Time is just not passing at all. It's like it's like Antarctica where it won't be daytime until July. Might as well get these out of the way. This is gonna look so strange. I gotta admit. Hopefully it'll look good. I don't even have a good idea of how big it is yet. It's gonna be a much smaller version, of course, than the actual thing, because the actual thing would take up like a quarter of Freedonia's map, but yeah. Bye-bye. Fighter. Those aren't even a threat, they're just a nuisance. I gotta admit that is one thing I'm gonna miss, is these guys just being a nuisance, not a threat. The only time mods will ever kill you here is if you AFK or you get subject to something like a ghast ball or Enderman. You have no armor. Just living. So now I am all the way over here, which means I've made good progress. Hard to tell how good. Okay, that tree needs to come down like right now. Mushrooms reproduce. You can, I believe you can breed them. I don't think they do naturally. I don't think any mob does naturally. You gotta breed them. The whole spiel. Trees. And wow, there's a lot of Endermen here. I think I mentioned Endermen. Wonder if they heard me say that. Here's what I like, I don't have to deal with all the, when they're all eye level or whatever, I can just, or above my head, where I can just walk over and chop them down. So much easier than having to go with shears every single time. So yeah, I've made some good progress. Not enough where I'm satisfied yet, but I'm getting there. I gotta fill this all in with stone. Actually, I might. What if I just poured lava on it? Would that? Is that how that? Oh, that might save me so much trouble. Oh, that might save me a lot of trouble. Like a lot of trouble. Not trouble, but time. Which time can be trouble sometimes. Oh, my screen's going into night mode. Enderman's got the wood. Enjoy some more of it, good sir. Deforest. I'm curious. I'm gonna probably head into creative mode at some point and figure out how I want to design these cannons, because they're gonna take some, for sure, some engineering. Especially when it comes to building them diagonally, if that's how I want to go about this. I don't remember how many, I think there's 8 cannons, one on each cardinal axis. Which means, yeah, it depends on A, how big I want to build them, and B, if I do want to bother going diagonal or just setting them up differently. I'll probably be building them fairly big, even if the disc isn't to scale. Just to help give that kind of big brain, just to kind of give that scale to it, because this is going to be a big spot. Keep in mind, I'm shrinking. This is probably a... Well, I'm curious. What is 300 meters? What is 8 miles, 2 kilometers? It's like 13. Oh, never mind. This thing would be like almost half of the server. So let's see. What is 300 divided by 13? 100? No, 13,000? Or am I thinking of the other way around? No, that's right, it's just... We're looking at like a 0.2% scale. Way smaller than the real one. Like, incredibly smaller. Alright, come on. Oh, that's such a horde. Let's get this tree down. Got this tree, which can just go. Tear down this one, as we do. Well, now, let's get these trees out of the way. Get rid of that so these start decaying. Is this one finished? Nope. Lag prevented that. Billy's car needs to eat. I ate. Stream's catching up. Why haven't you changed the macro to auto feed? I feel like auto eating's a bit too much. I like having some control over my character. I don't feel a need to automate everything. And I'd rather just have a reminder than make it auto eat. That begins to feel a bit weird. So yeah, I've made quite some progress. There still is a lot to do, but See, it's those rare occasions where you wish fire spread did exist so you could literally just light the fire and watch the forest take care of itself. It's those weird moments. Not auto eating. Oh yeah, you got slash feed. Yeah, but feed doesn't do feed A has a big cooldown and B doesn't have any saturation. So it's good for when I run out of food and I need something to get me to when I go back to another place to get more, but it gives no saturation, which second I sprint or jump, it's just gone, basically. Get rid of these trees while I'm over here. The ones this side of the thing, so I can just keep making progress, because this is significant progress. Like, significant progress. I just gotta wait for, all these to decay. DK64. Alrighty. Oh, did you find that amusing, Otis? Hey, Otis, weren't you banned? Or is that somebody else? Something, I don't even know what's going on. Oh, I don't know, chat. I'm just good being a cog in my own machine. Look at all this place without trees, though. This is all gonna be stone. And it's all gonna be flat. It's gonna be interesting. I'm probably gonna wait for all the stuff to go, all the leaves to decay, but also just for all the items to despawn. Hopefully. I don't know how long that'll take with whatever the TPS is. Normally it's 5 minutes, but if things, the longer they take, are exponentially increased like block lag is, stuff would just not get any better. I don't think it works like that for items, but imagine if it did, it would be hours and hours and hours. What's Twitter going off about? Nothing already. Awesome. Alrighty. I don't know if I'm going to keep going too much longer. I might call it a night soon. We got over an hour now of some good progress. People outside. Now you guys can hear them. Yeah, I'll probably be calling the stream shortly. Imperial Christ. Can you make circles? Might as well ask him that. What is it? It's like 2017 all over again. I'm asking everybody if they can make circles. We gotta stop with the giant circular building though. Imperial. If he knows. Something's not going right here. Here it is. Anything else? Nope, that was it. If he has the talent I'm looking for. .300 diameter, Otis? Someone killed it. Uh-oh. .300 diameter? Otis, Otis, if you're still watching this screen. Go down the road. I might check out translanding again. It has been a while since I have been there. You know what? I think I might call it for today. Thank you everybody for watching or hanging out with the stream. If people seem to enjoy these, I might do more stream episodes in the future where I just work on stuff. But hopefully next time I'll be getting back to more traditional programming as always, and I hope all of you have had a fun time. So, thank you all for chilling out, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.